important story. This is one of the landmark kingdoms of the time, and I am very much impressed by them. And perhaps my favorite kingdom in early medieval. Do you have any idea about inauguration of parliament this year, last year, 2023? Sengol, shabash. What is that? Why was that done? And why did opposition try to create huss out of that situation? Any idea?
सर जब कोई नया किंग उसकी कोरोनेशन होती थी सर वो सेनेगॉल देती थी, क्या बोलते हैं उसको सर, ब्राह्मण पूजा करते थे। फिर सर
See,
आज क्रिटिसिज्म इसलिए है
we'll come to that. At the time of independence of India, when this Mountbatten asked Jawaharlal Nehru that is there any symbolization or is there any ceremony that should take place during our power transfer? Since we are transferring the power to you, how would you symbolize this? How should we symbolize it? Jawaharlal Nehru had no idea about it. That what symbol or how should we symbolize the whole situation? He went to Raja Gopalachari, जिसको हम किस नाम से वो जानते हैं? राजा जी के नाम से. What did he ask? He asked, is there anything in history which signifies or symbolizes the transfer of power? What did Raja ji say? Raja ji said, when I say Raja ji or Sri Raja Gopal ji, he was perhaps the last viceroy of India. And you often do it wrong, you say it was Mountbatten. No, it was Sri Raja Gopalachari was last viceroy of India. तो राजा जी ने क्या बोला? राजा जी ने बोला कि there was one ceremony that used to take place when transfer of power from one king to other king took place, and that was during the time of cholas. What did they do? They gave Senegal to another king or another descendant in line. That's one ceremony which is going to take place, which we should consider while transferring of power. And from Trivandrum or Tamil Nadu, higher priests were called upon, and they handed this Senegal to Jawaharlal Nehru on 14th August. Why I am narrating this story? What does this signify? This signifies two things. One is symbolization of history of transfer of power. Another thing, does the new parliamentary building mean that it's a transfer of power in an absolute way, or there was no transfer since then? There are so many Lok Sabha elections have taken over. Or if it was so, what do you say? If you have to build upon your thoughts, why do you think that this Senegal was transferred to new parliamentary building? क्योंकि new parliamentary building में इस सेनेगल को क्यों रखा गया? अगर already transfer of power ब्रिटिशर से हो गया था इंडिया को, अब इंडिया में ही power है, then why it was again transferred to new building? Can anybody say? And why did opposition try to create house out of it?
So maybe that BJP has a majority and they consider that they are going to last forever.
She has a point. She is telling that it's almost a step towards autocracy. What they are trying to do, it's majoritarian politics will dominate. But can we have another point?
Sir, it symbolizes that new era will come. What the ruling dispensation calls the Ram Raj. The old system of secularism will abolish and new system will take place.
Means that all those powers, all those years in which Congress has been in power, does this signify that was not actual transfer of power then? Let's come to talk now. Should opposition have created a fuss out of it, or should they have really opposed it? What is your suggestion? आप बताइए. लोग समझिए। अब बताइए जो भी है, nobody is absolutely right, nobody is absolutely wrong. Everybody has a point. We shall build upon that. बताइए, बताना तो जरूरी है, नहीं छोड़ना। यूनिस साहब कदम बताओ, बताओ राजी साहब।
Sir, the new parliamentary building which was built in 2023 around,
Inaugurated, huh?
it was built under the era of Indian government. The last parliament was built under the Britishers. So they used the sengol perhaps because
I got your point. He's absolutely right. He is absolutely that the last parliament, that we in which our 4 sessions have taken place in the past 75 years, that was made during the times of British, and the British legacy continued in our independence. However, the testimonies remained. Testimony क्या थी? कि this building is still a monument of colonialism. We have inherited a colonial legacy in our mainland. So even if there was a de facto transfer of power, but actual transfer of power has not yet taken place. We are living in a colonial legacy. That colonial legacy has to be given away. तो वही इस चीज का ये मकसद था कि जो कॉलोनियल लेगेसी को खत्म करना था, पूरा इरेडिकेट करना था, इसलिए वहां वो सेरेमनी को लाया गया, उसी सेरेमनी को किया गया, जिसमें फिर ब्राह्मण्स भी आए थे, पुजारी भी आए थे, और I don't think that opposition should have created any fuss because it is happening in Indian history. This is our civilization history. Whether we agree to it or not, that's not the case. But this is a part of our civilization. ये हमारे किस में है? Civilization में. This used to happen during the time of cholas. और वही cholas का symbolization कहाँ गया? इस वक्त हो गया. वो यहाँ से ये point पता चलता है कि what present dispensation says that it was not an actual transfer of power. By transferring a sengol to another new building, we can call it they have manufactured a fact from here that actual transfer of power has taken place now. Is it?
It was also a secular activity there because there was recitation of Quran also there.
See, I am saying what it actually signifies. Means there was no fuss to be created, but actual ये चीज यही थी कि ये हमारी civilization history का एक खास पहलू था और वही हमने repeat किया. So this makes cholas one of the important topics or debates for this year. Another topic. Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, has been repeatedly calling about the Navy or the achievements of Navy during cholas. During cholas. He is saying that it was a chola lake. We say that Bay of Bengal had become at that time chola lake. Such was the impressive navy of cholas at that time. Plus, मोदी की सरकार में एक सबसे important चीज हुई थी. That was self-governance, village self-government. कश्मीर में जहाँ हो ही नहीं रही थी, at least we had an idea about it. हालांकि हुई थी पहले स्टार्ट, मगर उस लेवल पे काम नहीं कर रहा था, उस एक वैक्यूम सा था, ठीक है. और सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट एक फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर का, विलेज लेवल गवर्नमेंट एक फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर का एक अहम पहलू, ठीक है. वो इस राज में हमें इस पीरियड में हमें देखने को मिला. और इसी सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट की मिसाल हमें कहां से मिलती है? उत्तर मेरूर इंस्क्रिप्शन से, जो 12% की है. वो these are some of the facts which have to be carved in our mind, जो हमारे माइंड में हमें कार्व करने पड़ेंगे. किस लिए? Only for this reason that cholas has to be one of the important topics, be it your preliminary or be it your mains for this year. Now let's talk about cholas. ठीक?